minutes, so I won't hold you much long, guys.
Are you starting?
Yeah, I'm starting right
Let's
now.
go.
Let's go. Hey, so how many of you have heard of Pitch Gauge, the app? It's been around forever. Okay, another question is, how many of you have been doing roofing less than 10 years? Less than 10 years. 10 years, okay, great. Less than 5? Anybody? Okay, cool. We got some new people. So the only reason I'm going to tell my story is because I want you guys to know that you can start from nothing and build something. So this is my pitch case story. This is pretty much my life story. I'll go fast. So I was born in Puerto Rico. Then when we were 1 year old, we moved to New York. My mom and dad. We had a great relationship with my dad. When I was 9 years old, my dad abandoned us. We moved to Georgia. When you're that young, as in you're a boy, and you don't have a dad, you can get into a lot of trouble. So 9 years old, I grew up going to school and stuff, got bullied, all this stuff. And when I got into high school, I started to get into a lot of trouble. I stopped listening to my mom. I hated authority. And then when I got like 15, I started joining gangs, started doing drugs, started selling drugs. Then I moved out. I had to maintain my life, so I started selling drugs. When I got 17, I got arrested. So I got arrested for drugs, selling drugs and stuff like that, nothing crazy. But I ended up doing 4 years in prison. I was 17 years old. I was one of the youngest men in prison at that time. And I remember being there, getting processed, going through the whole thing. And I remember walking up to somebody, and usually you don't ask like what you're in there for, but you'll be like, hey, what's up? My name's Abraham. They'll be like, how long have you been here? So I ask somebody, say, how long have you been here? He says, hey, my name is John. I've been here 21 years. And I was only 17, and I was in there like with the guys that had been there years and years and years. So, throughout that time, I was like, this is not for me. I had to get my mind right. So when he said that, I was like, right then, I was like, okay, this is definitely not going to be me. So before then, I had never touched a computer ever in my life. At that moment, I went to the library, to the prison library. I grabbed every computer book that I had. I had a lot of free time, so I found out that I liked the computers. So I learned everything about computers. I learned HTML. I learned I didn't even really know what a keyboard was. So I went through the whole process, knew a lot about computers before I even got out. I was 21 when I got out. Luckily, I had a friend of mine that let me parole out to his house. I didn't have anything, literally zero. I came out with just like the same clothes I had in. I went in, and then my friend let me come out to his house. I started working HVAC. It was hard for me to get back in the work industry. I tried at Home Depot. I tried other places. I even I had a really nice gym. They hired me. They were like, welcome to the team. And then they were like, last thing we got is the background check. They never called me back. So I joined HVAC. I got pretty good. And then after a while, I got a computer. I realized that I still love computers. So I bought a computer. I took the whole thing apart, put it back together, learned about computers, and I started a little computer business. Back then, 2008, 2007, 2007, everyone had viruses, remove viruses from Windows XP. So my job was to remove viruses from XP and then get paid $75. And I also would convert computers into Spanish, so Spanish people would know how to use computers. 2008, the economy crashed, and people just were not paying $75 to remove viruses. So Hurricane Gustav hit Louisiana. A friend of mine owned a construction company, and he was like, he called me. He was like, hey, I'm overwhelmed. I have too much work. I need some help. Could you come help me? So I was like, I don't know anything about roofing. He was like, just come on, I'll show you. So I went there, and my job was to, what you guys do is just knock on doors, inspect the roof, and then let the homeowner, know that they have damage, go through the whole insurance process. So I was doing that for a while. I started to realize that the roofing industry was dangerous, and my wife was home expecting, and I heard of 2 people that I knew fell off the roof. So I was like, oh man, this I can't do this. I got to be there for my kids and stuff. So I went on the app stores. That was back then when they were saying there's an app for everything. So I went on the app store. I went on Google Play, App Store, all that stuff, and there wasn't an app for roofing. I was looking for something to help me out. So there wasn't an app for roofing. So I was like, we need something out there. So back then they had like the little bubble level app where you can hang your pictures and stuff. And then I had my little plastic pitch finder. I would be up there measuring the roof, and then I realized I left that in the car. So I would have to go all the way back down there, get it, and then come back up. So like I said, I had a lot of free time on my hands. In the day, we would sell. In the night, everyone would party. But I kind of felt bad partying all the time with my wife being at home and all that stuff. So I was like, I got to do something productive. So I was looking for a roofing app. I couldn't find one, so I was like, I got to build something. I thought about the bubble level app. I thought about the little pitch finder. And I'm like, I could put these together and make an app. So I was looking for a software developer. I didn't know anything about software at all, literally. I remember looking at code and it looked like a foreign language. So I remember looking for a developer, and it was too expensive. I couldn't afford it. They weren't interested. So I was like, I had a lot of time on my hands, so let me figure this out. So I went on YouTube. I went, how to build an app, what platforms I needed. So I found out what you needed. Then I was like, how to add a button, how to add a screen, how to go, keep going. So I built our first version of Pitch Gauge, which you guys probably have seen. Just a pitch finder. Basically, you can use the camera to stand across the street. Stand across the street, you can line that line up with the pitch, take a picture, and boom, you're there. So that was the first version of iPhone. Then I released it, got a few thousand downloads. A lot of people started emailing me saying, hey, we need this for Android. Can you release it for Android? So I had to do the same thing. Pause our development for iPhone, went on YouTube, how to build an Android app, how to add a button, how to add a screen. So I went through the whole process, released it for iPhone, Android, got a few thousand downloads. Then I started thinking that this could be a business. I originally just built it for myself, but it started to turn into a business. So then I was like, what else can I add to it? So there's an old formula that's been around forever. It's called like a pitch factor formula. You basically enter the length, the width, and then you add a pitch factor to calculate the materials. To calculate the size. So that was my next pitch gauge. That's what I call it, Pitch Gauge 2.0. So Pitch Gauge 2.0 was basically something very simple like this. You just enter the length, width, pitch, and I added something a little bit different called the cut level that'll help you calculate the waste factor. So I released it for iPhone, released it for Android. That went well, was a big hit, getting great reviews. So then I just kept on developing, trying to come up with ideas, trying to make the roofing industry safer, trying to figure out what I could do to make things more faster and efficient. So then I released, I came up with an idea of like using Google Maps to draw the roof. I was already using Google Earth to draw the roof before, so I just figured I could do it here. So basically, this is what I'll be showing today. This is where we're at now, Pitch Gauge 3.0. And Pitch Gauge 3.0 is like a whole CRM. It allows you to like measure roofs. So these are all your customers. You can add customers. You can go into there. Actually, you have quick access to everything. You can call them, get driving directions. You can get in here, enter all your customer information. You can change statuses of the project to make sure they keep going. You can create custom statuses. It integrates with QuickBooks. And then you have all this information about the customer, the insurance, everything you need about the homeowner and the property. The next tab would be the documents and photos. Here is you could take pictures, draw on them, just like a company cam feature here, right inside. You can also input your contracts, your documents, everything you have here. Warranty papers, everything to stay within the project. So the whole goal of this was to just have like a place where you could just go in there, see everything about the contract, everything about that homeowner, everything about that project, and then just get out. So you don't have to think about where's everything at. So the next tab will be the measurements. So this comes really handy because you can draw this here. You can draw roofs in just a few minutes. So you just basically trace like you're drawing squares and triangles. Draw your ridges. Draw your valleys, you can draw multiple lines. And then you can see it's accurate down to the inch. We're just using GPS coordinates. They use that for a lot of things. So you can go through and measure this whole roof in just a few minutes and save a lot of time. You could do it before you get to the property. You could do it while you're in the car. And as you measure it, you can see everything kind of gets blue. So just like that, I kind of measured this whole roof. Let me eliminate these. I can adjust everything, just fine tune it, get it just right. You could just get it as good as you want.
What's your margin of error on these?
So it's really up to you. Like for instance, like if I draw it like this, it's gonna be wrong. But if I draw it like this, it's really down to the inch. So really, they use GPS coordinates for aviation. They use it for a lot of industries. So it's really just as far as how good you draw it, that's how accurate it is.
So how good is it when you can't see certain areas from a bird's eye view? I'm talking about like one roof over
Sure.
a valley or something like that. You can't see where one ends or starts, right?
Yeah. So with this, you have to kind of get creative and kind of understand how the roof is drawn. Also, if you have trees, you can import like a drone imagery. You can see better. You can also draw off of blueprints. So you can import an image here and draw right off of it and just give it like a scale and then kind of measures everything for you. So, but I have hundreds of contractors, thousands of contractors using this, and they order materials and they're like right on, just as good as another roof report that you might order or something like that. Because that's all they're doing on the other side is just using their same tools that we're using like this. So, just like that. And you're kind of done, but you kind of need to enter the pitch. And with that, we included a tool that, like, if you're there, you can enter the pitch. You can use the camera pitch. If you're on top of the roof, you can use the white screen. But if you're not there, we have this tool where you can basically use like Google Street View. Let's see here. Let me pull this up again. So you can use the Google Street View to just zoom in, just like if you're in the property, and it's just like if you're looking through the camera, and you just get your pitch right there. So just like that, you can measure this whole roof, get all your materials or get all your measurements. Put 812 here. And then say all the sections are 812, more like a 7 probably, but okay, so just like that, we're really done measuring this roof. I can measure this roof in 1 minute and 43 seconds. And that beats going out there, getting your ladder, and risking your life and all that. So after you're done measuring, we have all the data. So you can actually generate materials. You could create templates. You can save templates and basically say, this is the template I want to use. So next time you just fill it out. But you enter the materials. You can say, we supply, we give like different shingle manufacturers. We give you a whole list so you can use it. Say you choose a shingle. Once you choose a shingle, it automatically tells you how many bundles you need, everything about that, about how, save you a lot of time, just calculation and keep you from making errors. You can print that out, send it to, CRS. But then also you have your summary here. You can see everything. You can change the waste factor, whatever you like. And then you're pretty much done. You can generate a report. You can add the pictures. You could attach notes to it. You could attach your work orders. But it's pretty much done. So just like that, you generated a really clean report. It has your logo, has all your company information. If you have a claim number, it's on every page. If you have customer information, it shows you the customer page. You enter the pitch, area, a length breakdown, and then your summary here. So something that would have taken a long time, you can do now in a few minutes. So this is the CRM part of it. We also have a product called PG Reports. So if you don't want to measure it, if you can't measure it, if it's blocked, you can order it and we measure it for you. Those start at $15 each, and they go down, like, you can buy them in bulk and you can get them down to like $11 or $10 each. So you can just really order a report on every roof that you have and just keep moving on.
What's your turnaround time on ordering?
Turnaround times is usually, we say no more than 12 hours. Well, no, it never takes more than 12 hours if you have a very complicated roof, but usually they take around 2 to 4 hours. So, and then that's because we have a really good QA process. We want to make sure that it's good. We don't want we don't want no errors, something like that. 10 squares off could cost a lot of money. So,
do you have any pricing sheets or anything?
I can give you something before I leave. Yeah, but it's basically you can buy one for $15, or you could buy like 100 at a time, and then you use them as you go, and then they end up costing like $10 or $11 each. So
our company Delta, we use them exclusively. So when we're going out doing our estimates for supplements, we need the measurements, making sure that they were on point with squares. It's pretty solid.
Yeah, there's a lot of other tools here. You can download the app for free, so just feel free to download it, and you can even get a lot of measurements for free. Like the PG Precise is actually our measurement tool, and you can use that for free. You can measure something for free. The CRM costs $10 a month. We're going up to $20 soon, but it's $10 a month, and then you can measure 1 or 100 roofs a month. There's no limit on that. But this is Pitch Gauge, and this is what we do. So we have great customer service. You go ahead.
I was
AccuLinks. We left them to go full time with pitch gauge and haven't missed a beat since we started with pitch gauge. We've done all of this. Matter of fact, I called him yesterday and asked him for some help on something, and he done that yesterday, and we were able to send the report. So.
Right. We have great customer service. We take care of everyone. We have customer service 24 hours a day. You can see on our reviews, on our App Store reviews, somebody called us at 1 o'clock in the morning. We were there for them, and they were happy and stuff. So whenever we do live demos on the website, you can schedule a live demo. And I'm the CEO of the company. I take care of all support calls. I take care of all the demos and everything. And the reason I can do that is because we built the software so easy to use that we don't really get a lot of phone calls. Once we get someone going, then they don't call us anymore, just to tell us how cool it works or how great it works or whatever. But we focus on ease of use. We focus on affordability. It's affordable not because it's a cheap app. It's affordable because I built it. I have a small team. I don't have a lot of investors. So I'm here to really help the industry, trying to help people stay safe. I like to focus on small to medium-sized businesses. If you're starting up or if you're trying to grow, just reach out to me and we'll do phone calls until we get you going and help you out. So that's pitch gauge for you guys. If you have any questions, I'll be here. And thank you.